Here we're going to look at factoring again where the leading coefficient isn't 1, so it doesn't start with just y squared, it has a number in front of it. If you haven't watched problem type 1 video for this, suggest watching that first where we explain the AC method. Here we're just going to practice doing it. So AC method, I need to find factors of A times C, so the first number times the last number. I need to just jot this work somewhere on the side. So 9 times negative 2 gives me negative 18. I need to find factors of that add to the middle number, which is negative 7. So what kind of factors of 18? 1 and 18, that doesn't seem like it would work. 6 and 3 would add to 3 because one's got to be positive, one's got to be negative. 9 and 2, that looks hopeful. And then where do I need to put the negative? Because 9 and times 2 gives me positive 18, so be careful, we need the signs to be right. So if I make it negative 9, 2 multiplies to negative 18, but it adds to negative 7. So here we found our correct two factors. Once we find those, we rewrite our problem. We just split up the middle term. So instead of 7, we put minus 9 plus 2. Because if we got these back together, that's the same thing as minus 7. All right, so now we can factor by grouping. What do these two have in common? Well, I can definitely factor a 9 out of both of them, and they both have a y. And so I'll be left with y minus 1. And then check multiplying, distribute it back in there. 9y times y is 9y squared. 9y times negative 1 is negative 9y. And these two, looks like I can factor out a 2. And then check it using multiplication. Maybe sometimes it's good to do this to see the mistakes that might happen. So 2 times y gives me 2y. 2 times negative 2 would give me negative 4. Oh wait, I forgot to factor out of this one. So 2 times y gives me 2y. 2 times negative 1 will give me negative 2. So that's why it's a good idea as you're going, factor something out, check it really quick distributing. Just to, even if it's in your head, picture multiplying it. All right, now I can see this one and this one match. So I know I've done something right because I can see one factor must be y minus 1. And the other factor is what's left, so 9y plus 2. And then always a good idea to check these. So if I go back and FOIL this, my first term is 9y times y, right? So this is our answer, but we're going to check. 9y times y is 9y squared. My outside term is 2y, right? Y times 2. My inside term is negative 9y, negative 1 times 9y, and my last term is negative 2. Does that look familiar from up here? So it is the same problem, but we check and make sure we had it factored correctly.